on the success of our homes. We look to job creators of all kinds. We're counting on you to invest, to hire, to step forward. There's reaction from all over the world to this election, including from Wall Street this morning. Kate Baldwin watching that.
Thanks so much, John. We are taking a profile on how the market is doing, what they're doing. Let's get a quick check of that. Allison Cossack is at the New York Stock Exchange. Allison, how are things looking now?
Things not looking too great still. The Dow falling 221 points. Really, this doesn't really have anything to do with the election. It has everything to do with Europe. The European Central Bank President, Mario Draghi, he's the equivalent of our Ben Bernanke, our Fed president. He basically said that Germany is feeling the effects of the European debt crisis that is spoofing the markets today. One thing we are keeping our eye on as well, Kate, some of the sectors that are moving. Hospital stocks right now are up huge. Shares of HCA, Community Health Systems, Tenet, and others like them up 5 to 6%. One thing is certain that after last night Obamacare, it's not going to be going anywhere. It means more people are going to have health insurance, and that means more customers in hospitals. On the other hand, health insurance companies, they are trading lower. But there's also the harsh reality of Obamacare to tell you about. The reality is that it puts a big financial burden on big employers who are required to give health care benefits to full-time employees, or those employers have to pay a fee. Now, lower-wage employers are already feeling the pressure and may look to only hire part-time workers and not full-time workers to try to avoid that. Also, you factor in the fiscal cliff, so all that can hinder hiring. Not good timing as the jobs recovery is hopefully starting to take hold. We are also watching housing stocks. They are moving higher. The belief on that is that the housing market is recovering under the Obama administration. And financials, we're also watching financials. They are trading lower, anywhere from 3 to 4%. Here's a Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, trading lower. They are the biggest losers on the Dow. Keep in mind, the banking sector hopes the Romney win would lead to less regulation. Banks are also taking a hit, Kate, from Europe today. Kate?
All right, Allison watching it close for us from New York Stock Exchange. We'll be checking back in with you. Thank you so much, Allison. Let's talk more about the market's reaction and what this means. Ali Belshi, Christine Romans here. So it's down some 200 plus points. Christine, you said right before you left the studio, this is a bigger sell-off than you were expecting.
That was bigger than I was expecting. Remember that the market was up yesterday. Had a good day yesterday. Taking back yesterday's gain.
Overnight.
Yeah. So this is the U.S. leading it, in part because of what the European Central Bank said about slower growth in Europe. That's a very big deal. You see these different sectors moving in the U.S. because of the president getting a second term. In particular, those bank stocks. Look, they would have liked to have had President Mitt Romney, and then they would have hoped there was regulation.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed. So now these stocks are selling off because people don't read polls and they don't read what was likely to happen. And then, you got me on the wrong side of the table here because Dan's over there. I want to tweet them on the air. I love them. I heard him saying, I'm talking about how this isn't really as serious. I'll tell you what the issue is. Thinking people can't imagine Congress would be ridiculous enough to let us go over the cliff. Thinking people also thought that the debt limit would be raised. I don't think it's logical that will happen, and I'd like for it not to happen. If we don't want it, it show up in all of this presidential campaign. The most serious thing that can happen for this economy was mentioned once by President Obama in the
I will agree with that. And Christine, you both have been talking about this so much, but it's not something that really was taking center stage in terms of the underlying values.
And that's important because the underlying values that President Obama talked about was that we have a choice in this country about whether we are going to have everybody pay their fair share or whether we are going to give more taxes to the rich and hope that we, succeed and then trickle that up to the rich. And so I think it's important to argue that the progressive viewpoint that says we are going to have shared sacrifice here won. Even if they didn't use those phrases a lot, that's what's going to give the Democrats some power.
I think we're compromising. I'll tell you why. I think we've compromised our way to $16 trillion. We might as well have this fight now. Right. If the Republicans do nothing or anything, taxes are going to go up across the board. The fiscal cliff. You know what? The American public voted. So the non-compromisers lose. The Grover Norquists of the world lose this battle by doing nothing. They shaped this intentionally to fail. Congress set this up to have this super committee to find cuts to raise the debt limit, knowing they would never find the cuts to do sequestration, and then say, oh, heck, let's not actually do sequestration. They might as well learn that when they're that irresponsible to begin with, they get what they and there are things that are worse. I just want to make sure that we use the opportunity well. The president won, which means that the idea of taxes going up on the wealthy, that's the only thing he was clear about from beginning, middle, and end. And so we cannot be in a situation where we're getting bullied or stampeded into putting in a deal that's even worse than what the fiscal cliff is about. And I think the cliff language can make it harder for us to think creatively about solving problems. Does that music mean Ross can't talk?
Then we can first word after we come back. I'll be recorded. We'll have an interview. Surprise anyone? No. Right after this, there's much more to talk about this election.
America's Choice 2012 is sponsored by Norfolk Southern. One life, infinite possibilities. Go to CNN.com/elections for trending political stories and the latest news on the campaigns. Okay, time for bed, kiddo. Lights out.
With Dyson technology, you can forget the conventional vacuum cleaner. Find out more at Dyson.com. Discover.
Try this. Air? Try that. Trust me, it relieves their migraine.
It's the power of aspirin plus more. Tough migraines. New migraine formula. Your new business really needs new business. Get the word out with the HP Office Jet Pro. The professional color printing for 50% less per page than laser. Making an impact. It matters. Yeah, it makes sense. But don't worry. It's already underway. Things that matter most. On the line, so we are too. The disaster recovery team at 1-800-SERVE. Like it never even happened.
Experience excellence on a whole new level. For life on a whole new scale.
Excellence in flight. Korean Air. We are an American family and we rise or fall together as one nation. The president's victory speech last night in Chicago. You know, so many Americans were glued to the television last night. There are people watching TV all around the world. We've seen reactions pouring in from foreign capitals, from foreign leaders and the like. One of the things that we've said about this election from the beginning is that it was not a foreign policy election. Nevertheless, foreign policy is so important going forward. I'm joined by Cristiano for one of the issues everyone did, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, they did talk about was Iran. What's the difference now with Iran policy from before? Now that the president's reelected, what can he do with this thorny issue? But again, it really does boil down to whether a second term means that you are freer to pursue a policy that you want to pursue. You remember President Obama
talking about dialogue with Iran. Well, that never went anywhere. And right now there are unprecedented sanctions on Iran, U.S. sanctions and United Nations sanctions. The question is, what will have an impact? So there have been talks and rumors of potential bilateral talks between Iran and the United States on this nuclear issue. And indeed, today, inside Iran, a leading foreign policy advisor to the supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, once again brought up the prospect of that. He spoke with me at length about having direct talks with the United States can be resolved, as they always say, in a framework of mutual satisfaction and mutual interest. Mitt Romney had been elected, then the issue was slightly different because given his rhetoric on the campaign trail, he had convinced certain people, certainly in Iran, certainly in Europe and elsewhere, that perhaps he was more willing to sanction a war on Iran, sanction a unilateral Israeli strike on Iran. So those were some of the issues that separated the two.
Israel. I don't think I've ever seen a foreign leader inject himself into the domestic U.S. campaign as much as Benjamin Netanyahu did. But at the end, he seemed to move the Israeli deadline for action in Iran or against Iran until well after the U.S. election. So now that the election is on its own, what did he do?
Well, exactly. Here are the two issues. On the one hand, the Israeli Prime Minister did inject himself into the election, and many people believe that it was no secret that Prime Minister Netanyahu would have preferred Mitt Romney to be President of the United States. Must say that Prime Minister Netanyahu immediately congratulated President Obama on his work. They would work together, especially on issues of national security for Israel. Now, what happens next? This is a big question. These so-called red lines that nobody wanted to actually define, except for Israel, have now potentially been put off until spring or summer. But this just keeps pushing the ball down the line, kicking the ball down the court, or whatever the correct vernacular is on that. But the point is what to do about this major national security issue that will confront the U.S. for a long time to come. And as I say, President Obama has made it very clear. He's not looking for another war. He is retrenching from war. He's ending the war in Iraq he had. He's ending the war in Afghanistan. He said he does not want another U.S. Middle East war. So how does that get resolved? We'll see. Will sanctions do the job? Many people don't think it will do the job when it comes to not hurting Iran, which they are doing, but actually ending the uranium enrichment program. So will there be talks on how to resolve this? This is what most thinking foreign policy experts believe must happen. Direct talks between Iran and the United States to resolve this issue.
You know, sometimes you might think that winning the election is the easy part. So much to do the morning after. Christian, thank you so much for joining us. There's so much to chew over this morning after the election. How did the president win? What does he do going forward? What about the fiscal cliff? We'll have a lot more to talk about coming up next.
Whoa.
America's Choice 2012 is sponsored by VoteForEnergy.org, a program of the American Petroleum Institute. Log on to learn more. Go to CNN.com/election for trending political stories and the latest news on the campaign.
We need to keep energy costs down through energy taxes for drivers and families. Better to produce more energy here. Oil and natural gas. That'll help the economy. That's good for everyone. I'm Dan, and I'm an energy voter.
Those little things still get you. For you, life's about her. But your erectile dysfunction, that could be a question of blood flow. See, Alex Vidal over did